I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
All right, guys, here we go. Darkthrone, Green Cave Float. That's going to be interesting. Let's go.
I am the salt that stole from the black heart. I am the desert of redemption. I soar on dead wings of sin. Breed under the cracked virginity. Arrows of moderation fade to hit me, but the one still came with tyranny. Kiss me, deep, long, and hard. Upon every soul and body of life. And I wonder who seeks desolation. Through my eyes holds ambition and makes me laugh away.
Wait, that's done? Oh, Daniel. Oh. Oh boy. I think the other band was Dimo Borgir. Maybe that was the one that did that other one that I said I really liked.
I told you it was Dimo Borgir.
Oh, you already did. That's right. Maybe that's why it was in my head. Okay, I don't know, Daniel. If I had your phone number, I would call you right now and put you on speakerphone because I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand this song. And the lyric, okay, like I kind of agree with pretty much like a lot of people in the comment section. Like, we can respect the drums. And then Johnny came in with that comment. Vinny lost it. I just can't get into this.
Johnny's comment was just so inappropriate.
For so many reasons.
That I was unprepared. I was unprepared. Here we were praying for her and all this shit. And then she goes and says that. Okay. So here's what I will say. Lyrically,
this is interesting.
he said a lot in a very little.
Arrows of his erection? Are you gonna
the arrows of my erection.
Pew, pew.
What I don't understand is I understand the lo-fi recording type thing. Like I understand that as a concept to a degree. I don't, but but at the same time I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, like when we record our shit and like, you know, I'm playing it just so that we can, you know, send it to the group so that, you know, we can...
Yeah.
Everybody can work around it and everything. Like, our shit sounds better than that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I understand lo-fi recording. Then I'm like, but are they going out of their way to make it sound bad? You see what I'm saying? Because I don't even know how it can be...
I actually didn't even notice the recording production. I didn't notice the recording quality at all. I was just taken aback by, jeez. Daniel, if you send me an email with your phone number, I will legit call you right now. Daniel,
tell us, bro. First of all, thank you for coming on.
Yes,
brother. Tell us about this song. What is it about this song that you like so much?
So first of all, you had to look at the lyrics that were in the video because the Genius ones are a bit of crap.
Okay. Are these lyrics right? The one that's on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the ones we were looking at.
That's the one That's the one we're looking at. Okay, keep going.
No. I'm saying the ones that are inside of the song that so basically the video that I sent you, you know, has the correct lyrics. The ones from Genius have a couple of things that, you know,
are off.
Are kind of off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because for example, it talks about the arrows of moderation that you don't want.
It's not the arrows of erection. It's the arrows of moderation.
Yes. So actually, it kind of works well together when you read what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because the next line is, but the ones who came with fear and hate kiss me deep, long
exactly.
and... Okay.
So you see now how it works actually?
Yeah.
Okay, it's arrows of moderation. Damn you, Genius!
That's okay. That's...
So if it's not too much, maybe you can quickly, you know, skip through the actual video that you watched and you can read the actual stuff there and comment on that.
Okay. So that's better.
And it's not about freedom with cracked virginity or stuff. It's other words. You just have to see what it is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you like the song because of the lyrical content.
So I like it for like three main reasons actually. First, I first heard it as a cover on the Darkthrone 10th anniversary tribute album.
Yep.
So Guard do like a perfect version of that, and it was kind of my favorite from that tribute. Secondly, I'm like, okay, let's see what is the original one. I think this version is actually a bit more artsy. Like if you add in, all kind of the higher pitch voices, and it's kind of more almost like a theatrical performance at times. If you listen how the voice goes, and of course,
Really?
you
Theatrical?
have to amplify that. Well, I mean, just listen how he says like, but the ones that came with fear, etc., kissed me deep, or whatever. Like he didn't say it like the way he says other stuff.
Yeah, we have the real lyrics here. The arrows of moderation failed to hit me, but the ones who came with fear and hate kissed me deep, long, and hard, and those who spelled death are so ready. Okay, so these lyrics
better.
make a lot more sense.
Yes.
Makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you look at the previous stanza, you are also it's not freedom that it is there. So just read through that. I'm sure it will make sense. But as I said, I like that cover first of all. Secondly,
Oh, okay. Wait, stop. Was this a cover? This was a cover?
Yeah.
No, this is the original. This is the
Oh, this original?
Okay. Okay.
The first time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard it was
Dulcem Guard did a
in
cover.
form.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And most people actually prefer that, but I don't know. I think this one actually goes more into an avant-garde artsy situation. That's the other thing. And then if you look at the lyrics, they're like quite minimalist, which I like. It's like they don't say a lot of things, but when you actually read the things they say, not the genius wrong lyrics, kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Well,
As in, the great moderation maybe wasn't great.
right. Well, this is why we had to have you on, brother.
Exactly.
Because
What were you thinking when those lyrics were coming up? Were you like, what?
yeah, I know. What were you thinking?
I was literally doing that, and I'm like,
I was like,
but did make for like very, very cool, kind of comments. And
well, that line, arrows of erection, that line now is going to be an immortal. That's going to be we're going to make a shirt out of that shit.
Oh my goodness.
You better shut the fuck up before I hit you with the arrows of
Stop it.
and nobody will ever strike you for copyright on that because it doesn't exist anywhere.
Right.
There'll never be a copyright hit.
Right.
We've got all the bases covered, bitches. Oh man, Daniel. Okay. In 2 seconds.
So I hope this makes more sense now.
Yes.
And I hope you are kind of enjoying the stream. So you messed up the order. We were supposed to start with Celtica so that Sori gets her candy song first, actually.
Oh. Okay.
See, so my order was correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just always go by what I have posted because I don't remember all the conversations. You just gotta go by what's here.
Where do you think I got the list?
Which one was it supposed to start
Where
with?
do you think I got the list?
From inside the messages,
Okay.
but don't do that. Just leave it like it is.
No no need to argue, but the important thing is, we have all bases covered, and let's say it's a very eclectic list.
All right,
Daniel, thanks for coming on.
It's not just the Epica song. You have to brush up your Latin on the Luca Turilli one as well.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
All right. Oh, Daniel,
All right.
remember how you told me how to cook the quail? Well, was it
Yeah.
quail? Yeah. So I took the same recipe. I took the butter and all the herbs and I put it into my pressure cooker. So the butter got like infused with the flavor and then cooked it on the chicken like that. It was very good. Like I've been doing it a couple times. We're going to get fat.
A French cuisine touch can't hurt anywhere.
Yep.
Except maybe in your belly circumference. You know?
Or in the arrows. Okay.
Right.
Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Gang, gang.
Let's keep going. Bye.
Oh, man.
Well, that was clarifying.
Yep.
When Johnny said this stream is going to change life for so many people. It's going to change life. I'm so happy she's here, bro.
Oh, man.
And she's funny as hell.
Oh,
she's like
God.
coming out. This is the most I've heard a comment.
Yeah, I know.
She's coming out of her shell. She had the near-death experience.
Yeah,
And
she's like,
"Man,
that's it.
fuck
I'm going to
this.
live life to its
I'm gonna
fullest.
live life to its fullest. Okay, so it looks like it's pushing back against, over moderate religion, you'd say.
Okay.
We had this discussion yesterday because there's some big controversy in the Christian world because I guess there's a Christian movie coming out, but there's a sex scene.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, I guess it's a real sex scene. I guess he had
it's
his
supposed to
hand-
be based off like Hosea. or something
Hosea,
like that.
which, there's a story in the Bible of this guy. He marries this girl. The girl becomes a prostitute. She goes off and like has sex with like 15 different dudes. And then God tells the guy, okay, and all the guys that she had, she cavorted with abandoned her. So God goes back to the husband and says, you need to go back, find her, and remarry her. And so it's this big story of redemption, unconditional love, all this type of thing. And I guess they're being graphic in a couple of the sex scenes. And so all the Christians are like, this is a great story, but it's irredeemable because you're depicting actual sex on camera. And so we were having a little mini debate about it because I'm like, well, that's what the Bible says happened. So, me personally,
Well,
I don't care.
They're
Like,
not just talking about that they're depicting sexual scenes on camera. They're also saying these two people are actors and they are not married, and he's got his hands all up on this other woman who's probably married to someone else. So they also have an issue with that.
I understand that part about it. I get it.
I do too.
I get it.
You wouldn't
but
be acting in the film.
Neither would you.
Excellent.
I understand that part about it. I get it. I understand that. But at the same time, no, Ben, he's not being a bitch because he's not being manipulated. There's a difference between loving someone unconditionally and allowing yourself to be manipulated.
The other
because
thing,
he comes back and says, you can't go with those guys anymore.
Right.
Like, he's setting the terms of the relationship. Go ahead.
the other thing too that they were pointing out was that you have like secular shows or movies that depict sex scenes where they're just crossing off boxes. Okay, this hot thing has to happen, that hot, but it's not like necessarily like realistic.
Right.
And then you have Christian stories where there's no like love scenes or sex scenes at all. So it's like, well, life does consist of that. And so how should that be depicted? How much should it be depicted? And what do you do about the two characters not even really being married and they're so there's a lot of angles in that article. I actually thought the article was good because they were touching on so many. It wasn't just nudity's bad and they put nudity. It wasn't just that. Like, they were going into a lot of different like elements of it, and they were talking about multiple sides.
Yeah,
of it.
I didn't read the article, but I do think that modern Christians suffer. It's like I said, Michelangelo's David. The guy was butt naked. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the medieval art it's anatomically correct and anatomically graphic, and people were okay with it. They understood it for what it was. And sure, I'm sure there are a bunch of women that were probably lusting over Michelangelo's David, but that's their problem. That's not the artist. That's not Michelangelo's problem. That's their problem. So, me personally, I don't have an issue with it. I do understand the whole, this is not your wife, so now you've got this immortalized video of some dude feeling on your wife, which that would never happen with me personally. It's just me personally, I boom, boom, boom. But, I understand that angle of it and I respect it. But to me, that's just a bullshit cover, because even if, let's say it was a real life husband and wife, they still would have a problem with it, because modern evangelicals are so crazy about the female body or naked body and sexuality that they, but they're completely fine with violence. Mm-hmm. My thing is that the Bible never says that God hates people who are sexually immoral. As a matter of fact, sexual immorality, it says, that's a sin that you commit against your own body. Mm-hmm. Whereas, it says what? Psalm 11, the Lord loves the righteous, but the wicked and those who love violence, his soul hates.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Evangelicals are completely fine with violence, especially if it's like America type violence. They're cool with movies where you're just blasting people in eternity, all the rest of it for the red, white, and blue. But God forbid two people who actually do love each other engage in coitus on screen. That's the end of the world and all the rest of it. And this is irredeemable. And fuck out of it. To me, I just think it's ridiculous. I just think that I think American evangelicalism's handling of sex and sexuality, and particularly female sexuality, is neurotic. I really think it's I think it's a mental.
Yeah, no, I think that you're right. I mean, especially when you look at how, like, within evangelical circles, instead of a man having to watch his own thoughts about what he sees with a woman, they want to make it so that way women can only dress a certain way. They can only bend their bodies a certain way. They can't do this, they can't do that because of how it's going to make a guy feel, instead of saying, look, guys, you got to get this handled. You can't just be walking around just letting your... Because that's the other thing, too, is you can control... within your weird little occultic circles, you can control what people are going to wear. But that guy is not living in that world. Like,
right.
He goes out everywhere else, so he has to handle his lust. It's not going to be managed by everybody, And it was like that other guy you worked with, where he was used to the women having their hair covered, and so he couldn't even stand it. That girl with her blonde hair, how much it was trouble for him. You know what I mean? Where everybody else...
I think the Islamic fear of the female body is also neurotic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, if... Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. So like, these lyrics that are talking about the arrows of moderation failed to hit me, but the ones who came with fear and hate kiss me deep and long and hard and all the rest of it. I think a lot of what's being talked about as moderation or modesty.
Oh.
Is just fear.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just fear, like I said, particularly of the female body, and misogyny, which would be the hate aspect of it. God forbid there be a video depiction of the Song of Solomon, which goes into great descriptive details about breasts, nipples, thighs, and all the rest of it.
Why are you doing that?
Because it's not talking about her thighs. The thighs are a euphemism for things. So, that's my thing. Is that it's the terror that people have, that modern evangelicals have about the female body, is not universal to Christianity, and it's not something that we dealt with. Like I said, the Middle Ages, all the art was naked. Everything was naked. The babies were naked. The women were naked. David was naked. Everybody was naked, because it's a purist. It's in the garden. And there are times when Jesus in art is depicted as naked. For example, in Passion of the Christ, he resurrects as a naked man, because you're trying to reflect the second Adam type situation.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's a long discussion. Lyrically, I appreciated the hell out of the song, because he said a lot with a little. I also appreciated we have an immortal phrase now. Immortal village friend Dwayne Chamberlain says, "I'm naked." I give this song 4 out of 5 erection arrows.
Okay.
Vin says Christians have been bad for society. He gets upset when atheists say Christians fucked up society. Ben, I don't get upset when atheists say that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at the last video I did in response to the Tobias Forge.
Yeah, literally, Ben, where did you even... Ben, aren't you usually supposed to be spot on with your information?
Yeah.
When has that ever happened?
What do you rate the song?
Oh, God.
Dwayne, I'm naked. People are funny tonight, bro.
I'm sorry, Daniel. This one's a 2 for me.
I'm going to give this song a solid 5 because of the lyrics. I didn't like the music at all. I still don't understand. I don't understand the lo-fi stuff, and I feel like they went out of their way to make this song sound worse than it actually
than
it actually is.
Yeah, but I appreciate how good spirited, I guess you could say. Daniel was.
Yeah, I know.
With the fucked up lyrics.
I know. He said, I was doing this the whole time.
Well, it was funny because I was watching him from my screen and this is delayed. So when he said I was doing this the whole time and he was just sitting there doing nothing because it hadn't come up yet.
Yeah.
So then I looked at your screen. I was like, oh.
Did you give a song a -3 one time?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah,
I did.
That's not a record low.
No.
Sori has given a band a -3. Well, probably the most interesting review of 2022, and it's still January technically. Having said that, dear listener, we got more metal coming for you. Vin, out.
Sorry out.
Go!